Part number 5 presents the YZ phase shifting transformer. So by this time we come to know that the phase shifting transformer is an essential component in the construction of multipulse converter. Even from the working of 12 pulse converter, we understood that to produce the phase displacement between the primary side and the secondary side line to line voltage, we need different configurations of winding in the transformer. Now let us understand about the YZ phase shifting transformer. As I said earlier, that phase shifting transformer is an essential device in the multipulse diode or ACR based rectifiers. It provides three main functions. The first one, a required phase displacement between the primary and the secondary side line to line voltages, and that is responsible for the harmonic cancellation. Second, a proper secondary voltage. So by choosing the proper number of the turns in the primary as well as the secondary side, we can either produce step up or the step down voltage. An electric isolation between the rectifier and the utility supply. That means this transformer also works as an isolator between the utility supply and the rectifier units. According to winding arrangements, the transformers can be classified into YZ and delta Z configuration, where the primary winding can be connected in Y or the delta fashion, whereas the secondary windings are normally in the zigzag connection. Depending on the winding connections, the line-to-line voltage of the transformer secondary winding. On the secondary side, the line-to-line voltage may lead or lag its primary side line-to-line voltage by the angle phi. The YZ1 connection, which is shown over here, it is the YZ1 connection. The primary side, the winding connection is in the star fashion, or you can say the Y fashion, and on the secondary side, the connection is the zigzag 1 connection. So the YZ1 transformers to be presented here provide the leading phase displacement, which means that secondary side line to line voltage leads the primary side line to line voltage by angle phi, whereas YZ2 transformers generate a lagging phase displacement. In YZ1, the primary winding is connected in Y with N1 turns per phase. We are considering the three-phase balanced system. So, in each of the windings, number of the turns is same. N1 in the phase A winding, and N1 in the phase B winding, and N1 in the phase C winding. So, all the windings are having the same number of the turns, and this is three-phase Y connection winding, which is present on the primary side, and on the secondary side we have two sets of coils, the first having the number of turns as N2 and another set of coils having number of the turns N3 per phase. So this coil has number of turns N2, this one has N2, as well as this coil has number of the turns N2. Here the number of the turns is N3, here number of turns is N3, and here also the number of the turns is N3. The N2 coils are connected in delta fashion. Here you can observe that the dot terminal of the first coil is connected to the non-dot N terminal of the second coil, and the dot terminal of the second coil goes to the non-dot N terminal of the third coil, and the dot terminal of the third coil is connected to the non-dot N terminal of the first coil. So this is how the delta connection is formed on the secondary side. But in series with the N2 coils, the N3 coils are connected. So here you can see that the N3 coil is connected in series with the N2 in phase A, in phase B, as well as in phase C. Such an arrangement is known as zigzag or extended delta connection. Delta connection is extended by another set of coils. Because of that, this connection is also referred as extended delta connection. Now YZ1 phase shifting transformer. So this is the connection diagram, and with the help of phasor diagram I am going to prove that the YZ1 phase shifting transformer produces the leading phase displacement. Before I begin to explain the vector diagram, let me tell you that the notations used on the primary side are in the capital manner and notations used on the secondary side are in the small letters. Right? So the voltage across the first winding on the primary side is VAX. Voltage across the second winding on the primary side is VBY, and voltage across the third winding on the primary side is VCZ. As I said earlier that we have considered the balanced three-phase system, so the voltage distribution across each winding is same. First of all, I am going to draw the voltage across the first winding, which is VAX. Thereafter, I am going to plot the voltage across the second winding on the primary side, which is VBY. And here you can see the phase displacement between the phase A and phase B is 120 degree. And the third vector is VCZ, that is the voltage across the third winding on the primary side. And again the 120 degree displacement with respect to B and A phase. The primary side, the connection is in the Y fashion, so obviously the vector diagram also resembles the star. These three vectors represent the phase voltages on the primary side. But we are supposed to find out the line-to-line voltage on the secondary side. So by connecting any two vectors, we can have the vector representing the line-to-line voltage on the primary side, which is nothing but VAB. So this is the vector diagram on the primary side. To understand the vector diagram on the secondary side, let me first of all tell you that in each of the phase voltage is divided into two parts. Here you can see that the VAX voltage is nothing but the addition of two voltage. The first voltage VP, which appears across the N2 coil, and VQ, which appears across the N3 coil. These two coils are connected in series manner. So VAX on the secondary side is nothing but the VP plus VQ. So first of all, I am going to draw the vector diagram for this delta formation, and thereafter I am going to extend each of the vector from this delta. So the first vector is VP of this N2 coil. So this is the vector. Thereafter VP of the second coil, which is represented by the yellow color line, and thereafter VP across this coil. So that is represented by this gray line. Thereafter extending each vector by VQ magnitude. So in the first phase we have to add VQ with VP, and that can be done by extending the vector. Similarly, in the second phase, by extending the vector, we can have the VBY, and extending the vector in the third phase, we can have VCZ. So this is how we can draw the phase voltages on the secondary side. But as I said earlier that we are supposed to draw the line voltages. So by connecting any two phase voltages, the vector representing the line voltage on the secondary side is this one, V small ab. Now let us compare the primary side line to line voltage and the secondary side line to line voltage vector to find out whether the phase displacement is of leading nature or the lagging nature. So to do that, we are going to project the primary side line to line voltage on the secondary side, and here you can see that the secondary side line to line voltage, which is presented by this red color line, is ahead of the primary side line to line voltage presented by purple color line by the angle delta. So this delta represents the phase displacement between the primary side line to line voltage and secondary side line to line voltage. But in the case of this YZ1 phase shifting transformer, we see that the secondary side vector is ahead of the primary side vector. So YZ1 phase shifting transformer produces the leading phase displacement. So as shown in the phasor diagram, the transformer can produce a phase shifting angle delta, which is between the VAB line voltage vector on the secondary side and VAB, the line voltage vector on the primary side. To determine the turns ratio for the transformer to produce specific magnitude of the phase displacement between the two vectors, let us consider a triangle in the vector diagram composed by VQ, VBY vector and VAB vector. By keeping this triangle as a reference, let us begin to derive the formula to find out the number of the turns required to produce the specific magnitude of the phase displacement between these two vectors. So by considering this triangle and by using the mathematical concept, we can write that VQ divided by sine of 30 minus delta. So here is the vector VQ divided by sine of angle between these two vectors, which is nothing but 30 degree minus delta. Why is it so? Let me explain that. On the primary side, this angle is 120 degree, and we have considered the three-phase balance system, and we know that the total magnitude of the angle for any triangle is 180 degree. So the angle over here is 30 degree and angle over here is also 30 degree. So because of angle present over here is 30 degree, the angle between the reference line and this VAB vector is 30 degree. And as we have projected this vector on the secondary side, we know that the angle of this vector with respect to the reference line is 30 degree. And we have considered that the displacement between these two vectors is equal to delta. So this total angle is equal to 30 plus delta, and because of that the angle over here is also 30 degree plus delta. Total magnitude of the angle for any triangle is equal to 180 degree. So to find out this angle, what we have to do is we have to add all the angles and equate to 180 degree. So 120 degree plus 30 plus delta degree plus unknown angle, let's say x, is equal to 180 degree. And by making this x as a subject of equation and by simplifying that, we get 30 minus delta. So this is how we can write the magnitude of angle over here is 30 degree minus delta. Using the mathematical properties, we can write this equation VQ, that is this side of the triangle, divided by sine of angle opposite to that side, is equal to VBY, which is this side, divided by sine of angle opposite to that side, that is over here. So sine of 30 degree plus delta, where VQ is the RMS voltage across N3 coil. We have seen earlier in the connection diagram that VQ is the voltage drop across N3 coil. VBY is the RMS phase voltage on the secondary side at the second phase. Since VBY is equal to VAX in a balanced three-phase system, This equation can be rewritten as VQ, and we have substituted VAX in this equation, and by sending this VAX in the denominator on the left hand side, we get VQ divided by VAX is equal to, taking this denominator on the right hand side, it goes into the numerator. So sine of 30 degree minus delta divided by sine of 30 degree plus delta. From that, the turns ratio of the secondary coils is N3 divided by N2 plus N3 is equal to VQ divided by VAX is equal to sine of 30 degree minus delta divided by sine of 30 plus delta. So using the number of turns and the voltage ratio relationship, we can write this equation. VQ is the voltage across N3 coil and VAX is the voltage across N2 plus N3 coil. For a given value of delta, the ratio of N3 to N2 plus N3 can be determined, right? For specific magnitude of the phase displacement, we can substitute delta into this equation and we can find out the number of turns required. Similarly, the following relationship can be derived, that is VAB divided by sine of 120 degree. On the secondary side, you can see that VAB is this vector, right? VAB divided by sine of opposite angle, that is 120 degree, and VBY is this vector divided by sine of opposite angle, that is sine of 30 plus delta. And we know that VBY is equal to VAX, right? So by substituting VAX into this equation and making it as a subject of equation, we can write this expression: VAX is equal to VBY, and sine of 120 degree is nothing but the root 3 divided by 2. By sending this sine of 30 degree plus delta on the left side, it goes into numerator. So sine of 30 degree plus delta into VAB. The turns ratio of the transformer is defined by N1 divided by N2 plus N3. N1 that is present on the primary side and N2 plus N3 which present on the secondary side. So the primary side phase voltage divided by secondary side phase voltage. With substitution, we can write N1 divided by N2 plus N3 is equal to 1 divided by these 2 into sine of 30 plus delta multiply by VAB divided by V small ab. What we are doing is we are substituting this value into this equation where VAB is equal to root 3 times VAX. Now some observations from the winding connections. The first one is when N2 is reduced to 0, which means that if we remove this delta connection, right, number of the turns in this, all the coil is equal to 0, then the secondary winding becomes the Y connection. Thus, the secondary side line to line voltage and the primary side line to line voltage both become in phase and the phase displacement becomes 0. And if N3 is made 0, if the third coils are absent, then the only this delta is present on the secondary side, right? And we have seen earlier in the 12 pulse converter, if the primary is in the star fashion and the secondary is in the delta fashion, then the phase displacement between the primary and the secondary side line to line voltage is equal to 30 degree. So the phase shifting angle delta for the YZ1 transformer is in the range of 0 to 30 degree. YZ2 phase shifting transformer. So here the connection diagram is shown and below to that the phasor diagram of the YZ2 phase shifting transformer is shown. So in YZ2 the primary winding remains the same as that in the case of YZ1 connection, that is in the star manner, Y manner, but Secondary delta connected coils are connected in the reverse manner, right? So here you can see that the dot terminal of the first winding is connected to the non-dot end terminal of the third winding, and the dot terminal of this third winding is connected to the non-dot end terminal of the second winding. The dot terminal of the second winding goes to the non-dot terminal of the first winding. So the delta connection is in the reverse manner compared to the YZ1 delta connection. And the YZ2 phase shifting transformer primarily used to produce the lagging phase displacement between the voltages of the primary side and the secondary side. Okay, now let me explain that what are the differences between the YZ1 and YZ2 connection, so that the one type of phase shifting transformer produces the leading type of phase displacement, and the second type of transformer produces the lagging type of phase displacement. So in the connection diagram you can see that here the delta is connected in this manner, but in the case of Z2 the delta formation is in the reverse manner. That is the first difference, and because of that this type of connection is known as zigzag 2 connection, and this one is the zigzag 1 connection. And using the vector diagram I am going to prove that the YZ2 connection produces the lagging phase displacement. So side by side I am going to use the YZ1 vector diagram as well, so you can understand how to draw the vector diagram for YZ2. So for the primary side, in each of the case the primary winding is in the star fashion. So beginning with the VAX phase voltage vector, which is represented by this red color line, thereafter VBY vector on the primary side and VCZ vector, and thereafter line to line voltage on the primary side, right? Now let us begin to draw the secondary side vector diagram for each of the type, starting with the VP vectors on the secondary side, that is in the delta formation. So VP in the YZ1 and VP in the YZ2. Thereafter VP in the second coil of the delta, and here VP in the second coil of delta, right? So here you can observe that the formation of the delta in the case of YZ2 is in the reverse manner, and N3 coils are connected in series with the N2 in the case of Z1 as well as the Z2. So we have to just extend this delta by adding VQ in each of the vector. So on the secondary side line to line voltage, and thereafter projecting the primary side line to line voltage on the secondary side, in each of the case we get this one, right? So now let us do the comparison between the primary side line to line voltage, which is this one, and the secondary side line to line voltage for the YZ1. So here you can see that delta is the angle between these two vectors, and here the secondary leads the primary. But in the case of YZ2, this is the vector of the primary side line to line voltage, and this is the vector of the secondary side line to line voltage, and the angle between these two vectors is delta. But in this case the secondary lags behind the primary by angle delta. So in short, to produce the positive phase displacement, YZ1 phase shifting transformer is used, and to produce the lagging phase displacement, the YZ2 type of the transformer is preferred. And these are the equations by which we can find out the number of the turns required on the secondary side as well as the number of the turns required on the primary to secondary side for a specific magnitude of the delta. And this table is the summary to find out the turns ratio for specific magnitude of delta. And These values are returned by substituting the magnitude of delta 0, 15 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree into these equation. We can write n3 divided by n2 plus 1 for specific magnitude of delta, as well as n1 divided by n2 plus n3 for specific magnitude of delta. And this is the application where this type of winding connection is used. So YZ1, YZ2 type of the connection can be used for 12, 18 and 24 pulse rectifier. To produce the 15 degree using the YZ1 or YZ2, that type of the phase displacement is required in 24 pulse rectifier. 20 minus 20 degree phase displacement is required to produce in 18 pulse rectifier, and 30 or minus 30 degree phase displacement is required to produce in 12 24 pulse rectifier.